And welcome back, folks, to the official Road to Raw video blog presented by Graham G.S. Matthews. We'll be posting a video blog every single day exclusive here to the Facebook page before I go to Raw on June 30th here in Connecticut, which I'll hopefully be getting tickets for tomorrow on June 2nd for my birthday. And if I don't, then I probably won't continue to post in this video blog. But nevertheless, day one coming to you from June 1st, 2014, since tonight is WWE's Payback pay-per-view live on the WWE Network, which you will be watching on my Xbox downstairs on the TV for the first time ever, which is pretty exciting. I thought I might as well give my Payback predictions in this video. I look into the card as we speak. Pre-show matchup, El Torito versus Hornswoggle, Mask versus Hair. I got El Torito here. Hornswoggle's been growing his hair out since the start of this whole angle with 3M base, so it's pretty obvious he's getting his head shaved. It wouldn't be the first time, so I've got El Torito here. Their first matchup at Extreme Rules was pretty great, so here's hoping they have another very good matchup on the pre-show tonight at Payback. Let's see here. What else? We got Divas Championship matchup, Paige versus Alicia Fox. Paige retaining. Very obvious there. Paige has only been champion for, 2 months now. Very obvious that she's retaining. Alicia Fox, her meltdowns have been pretty entertaining, but Paige, I think, is being set up to feud with AJ Lee upon her return, either tomorrow night on Raw or maybe in a couple weeks after the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I know she's getting married to Punk at some point in the next couple of weeks, but AJ will be back soon to feud with Paige over the title. So I got Paige there. Big E versus Rusev. Easy, Rusev goes over here. He's been undefeated since he arrived the night after WrestleMania. No point in having him lose this early, so I've got Rusev here. For the Intercontinental Championship, Bad News Barrett versus Rob Van Dam. I got Bad News Barrett here. Should be a good matchup. Bad News Barrett, like everyone else, pretty much every other current champion in WWE right now, just won his championship not even a month ago, so I've got Bad News Barrett here. Sheamus versus Cesaro for the U.S. Championship, and what I think could very well be a show stealer. Should be a great matchup between Sheamus and Cesaro. This could very well go either way. I wouldn't be surprised if Cesaro won the U.S. Championship here, but I'm not going to say he's above it. I mean, I did write that in my Bleacher Report prediction piece, but I don't know. I guess I wouldn't be surprised if Cesaro won the championship, but I think at this point, being a Paul Heyman guy, I think he could very well just transition right into a feud with someone like a John Cena or someone else higher on the card right now, like a top babyface. Cesaro is that over right now as a heel slash babyface slash tween or whatever the hell you want to call him, that I don't think he needs the U.S. Championship, and Sheamus could do wonders for the belt if he was booked correctly. Sheamus needs to turn heel, but I think he could still do that if he remains U.S. Champion. So I got Sheamus here, which would be a very good matchup. Now time for the main event matches. John Cena versus Bray Wyatt, last man standing match. This feud has had its moments in the last couple of months. I mean, the promos between these two have been very, very good. I love the video package for their match at WrestleMania. The one for Extreme Rules was also very good, but it just jumped the shark at Extreme Rules with that terrible match inside the steel cage. The WrestleMania match wasn't even that great. But, so this feud desperately needs to end after the show, and I'm hopeful that it will. I don't believe the rumors that it will continue past Payback. But as much as I want Bray Wyatt to win here, and I think he should win here after being made to look weak against Cena at WrestleMania, and then again at Extreme Rules, despite the fact that he won, I think this feud has done more harm for him than good, personally, in my opinion. But even still, though, I think John Cena will go over here, typical Superman fashion. But I've got Cena going over there as much as I want Wyatt to win. And then in the main event, presumably, I thought this would main event the last show, but Daniel Bryan versus Kane did instead. But nevertheless, in the main event, we've got Evolution versus The Shield in a no-holds-barred 6-man elimination tag team matchup. It all depends on whether Evolution sticks around after Payback and whether they do a rubber match at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view later this month on June 29th from Boston. I don't think they will, but even if they don't, I still think Evolution will and should win here after they lost at Extreme Rules. I mean, if the Shield wins, it won't be the end of the world, since it puts them over very, very strongly as one of the most dominant factions in history. But even still, I've got Evolution going over here. I think Batista's going to be sticking around anyway, so I look forward to that matchup. It should be an amazing contest. And whether or who it comes down to, I could very well see it just coming down to Roman Reigns versus all three members of Evolution. Reigns eliminates Orton, eliminates Batista, comes down to Triple H and Reigns, and then Reigns gets eliminated by Triple H to set up their feud for SummerSlam. But nevertheless, I very much look forward to Payback tonight. Should be a good show. And just looking forward to the rest of the WWE programming and Impact and ROH and whatever the hell else for the rest of the month of June. Hopefully it should be good. Hopefully the next few weeks of WWE programming should be good if I do indeed go to Raw on June 30th. So thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy Payback tonight. And this is Graham G.S. Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Today is the day we find out if I'm going to Raw on June 30th in Connecticut or not. If I am, I'll continue to make these videos every single day until I go to the show on June 30th. If I'm not, then this will probably be the last video of them all. But nevertheless, we're going to wait and see. I find out later tonight. But that being said, though, I just want to say thank you for everyone who wished me a happy birthday today. It really does mean a lot. I really do appreciate it. But I thought I'd take the time to just kind of recap all the kind of wrestling gifts, wrestling memories that I've had on my birthday from the last number of years since I became a fan. Thought I'd take this video, this opportunity to do that. I thought it'd be very fitting because I first became a fan in 2008, and in April of 2008. So less than 2 months later, I asked, one of the gifts that I asked for, one thing I wanted for my birthday was to go to the One Night Stand pay-per-view on June 1st, 2008. It was a Sunday, just like it was this year. Much to my surprise, I didn't know it was in a completely different town. I don't even think it was in the Northeast. I think it might have been somewhere else in the United States, but I had no idea what any concept of WWE at the time. Like I said, I was only maybe 2 months into becoming a fan and whatnot, and I really wanted to go to that show. And of course I didn't, because it was in a completely different part of the United States. I don't remember where that was, but I did get my first championship belt, and not an actual replica title, like a legitimate championship. Like that shit's expensive. So from that point forward, I started collecting the Jack specific ones, like those little toy foam belts you find at like fucking Toys R Us or something. I started collecting those, and I got my first one for my birthday that year, the World Tag Team Championship belt. And I'm thinking about doing a series on YouTube, a continuous video blog on YouTube about each of the championships that I've gotten over the number of years. I haven't collected any since like 2010, but I did have well over, I think, 20, and I still have them to this day. So I'll probably do a video on the significance behind each belt, entitled Behind the Belt. So that's probably going to be coming soon to YouTube. But that was 08. 09, birthday was, and also in 08, my birthday was on a Monday, and just like it is this year, Raw was on that night. I don't think I watched live, but I do remember talking, because I had a baseball game that day. I remember talking to someone about that One Night Stand pay-per-view from the night prior, about like the Undertaker getting banished and stuff like that. Like, I didn't watch the pay-per-view, of course. I didn't buy pay-per-views back in the day. I don't think I only bought like 3 pay-per-views in my life. But we talked about that for a while. We talked about the Undertaker being banished. I remember just reading about it. But anyway, and that was also the night that John Cena faced Jeff Hardy in the #1 contenders match for the WWE Championship. And I think the same match that a fan interrupted. I think a fan ran in for, which is pretty comical. And then there's someone driving by over here. Never mind. And then in 2009, I think my birthday was on a Tuesday that year, so no wrestling programs were on. But I got the WrestleMania 25th anniversary DVD for my birthday that year, which I still own to this day. Not the greatest WrestleMania in recent memory, but I do own that on DVD. And you can watch it on the WWE Network if you'd like. Don't suggest doing that, but if you want to rewatch the Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels match, always a treat. What else? In 2010, I got a Top 25 Rivalries DVD, a book, one of the very first wrestling books that I got, which is also really good. I do recommend reading that. That was a very good book. Read that over the course of that summer. And then also got, in terms of video games, I got the UFC game, the Undisputed Championship. Technically, that's not wrestling related, but it was still really a good game. I remember Brock Lesnar being on the cover and playing that for a while. I'm not a big Xbox guy, but that was a good game, though. That was 2010. 2011, I think I got All-Stars that year for my birthday for the Wii. And I've had Wii for so many years, and now I have to get the games for the Xbox because they don't sell them for the Wii anymore. But All-Stars is an underrated game in my opinion. I thought that was a great game. And I played that a couple months ago after the Ultimate Warrior passed, because Ultimate Warrior is a playable character in that game, so I played that a lot. That's a great game. Wii, Xbox, whatever the hell you want to play it for, it's a great game, so make sure to check that out. I think that was also the year... Oh, that my birthday was on a Thursday that year, so Impact was on that night. The same birthday I share as AJ Styles and Velvet Sky, two of my favorite wrestlers in TNA. Currently and all time, because AJ Styles isn't currently there, so fuck TNA for that. But that was that year. 2012, don't remember much about that birthday. I think I was gunning for Raw tickets that year, didn't get them. But I got a lot of other cool stuff, and I'm thinking about stuff like wrestling related that happened on that day. I think I didn't get any much stuff wrestling related, but I did get a follow from Kurt Angle on Twitter that day. That was pretty awesome. So I got a follow from Kurt Angle on Twitter on my birthday in 2012. Last year was Slammiversary from TNA, which was a great show. Remember watching that. That was awesome. the night AJ Styles debuted his theme music, what was called Evil Ways, which he used for a while before he left TNA earlier this year. So Slammiversary was awesome. So I love watching wrestling around on my birthday. Like going back to '08, I have for a number of birthdays, including tonight, Raw's tonight. I'm looking forward to that. Less than 24 hours removed from Payback last night, which I thought was a very good show overall. And you can get my thoughts on that in my full review of the show on nexterwrestling.weebly.com. My written review of the show also in the latest hashtag AskGSM video up on YouTube as of this filming. It's currently up, so make sure to check that out. But that is pretty much it. But I did want to take this opportunity to show you a gift that I got today. I'm getting some gifts later tonight, and I had my father stop by earlier today, and he gave me his gift, and it just came in the mail today. It was pretty freaking sweet. My favorite tag team, not even in just WWE or just TNA, just wrestling in general. I think I have to classify this as my favorite tag team. Fucking awesome t-shirt. They have it as a sale on TNAshop.com. Asked for it for my birthday. Ended up getting it today. Pretty freaking sweet. A Beer Money shirt from 2009. These guys disbanded years ago, and they have this awesome package deal on ImpactWrestling.com and ShopTNA.com where you can buy the t-shirt. See, there's Beer Money on it. Pretty freaking sweet. And then on the back it says, mind on my money, money in my beer. Not a drinker, I'm straight edge, of course, but it's still a fucking awesome t-shirt because I love Beer Money. So that's a sweet t-shirt. And like I said, it came in a package deal. So a whole bunch of other stuff came with it. You check it out here. Let's see. They give you Bam Bams where you can blow up and stuff. It's just like with their logo on it, which is pretty freaking sweet. They gave you a soundtrack with their theme song on it, which I already have anyway, and I don't know what happened to the soundtrack. I took it out earlier today, but I don't know what happened to it, to be quite honest with you. They give you a signed picture in here of Storm and Rude. I haven't opened that yet, so that should be pretty cool. And also they give you, in addition to the t-shirt and everything else, they give you the DVD Pandemonium of Beer Money, and not only Beer Money, but Motor City Machine Guns, which is pretty cool. Their greatest matches, I think, in 2009 and 2010. So that's pretty freaking sweet. So, which is pretty awesome. So, looking forward to watching that DVD this weekend or at some point in the next couple of days. But, yeah, even still, that's a TNA gift. I never thought I'd be happy to get a gift from TNA, but I was, because Beer Money is freaking sweet. I mean, the product right now is shit, but Beer Money was my favorite tag team of all time. So to get this stuff was a real treat. I'll be wearing this shirt all the time for the next 4 months. But, yeah, that's going to do it for today's Road to Raw video blog. I'll be back tomorrow with the announcement, or you'll probably find on my Twitter page before then, as to whether I got tickets to Raw for June 30th in Connecticut. And if I didn't, this will be the last video blog of mine on the Facebook page for now. But if I do, then I'll continue to do this video blog every single day until I go to Raw on Monday, June 30th, which should be awesome. Very much looking forward to it if I do indeed get tickets. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but we'll have to wait and see what happens tonight. So like I said before, I appreciate all the happy birthday wishes. It really does mean a lot to me. But this birthday is not about me. This day is not about me. It's about you. Go out in the world, go do something awesome, go do something nice for someone else, go give some money to a hobo or something, do something nice for someone else today, make yourself feel good. It's a good day to be alive, so keep that in mind. That is your daily dose of injection of inspiration. Like I said before, appreciate all the birthday wishes, really doesn't mean a lot to me, and I'll talk to you guys soon, so thanks for watching. This is GSM, and until next time, I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog, day 3, as the Road to Raw rages on to Raw Monday Night Raw, of course. That is, I've said that about 4 times in this video already. Connecticut, June 30th. It's going to be an awesome time. Already got tickets for it last night, so it's going to be great. But thought I might as well today, in today's video blog, talk about 2 articles, 2 souvenirs I picked up at a Raw show I went to last year that I got tickets for my birthday. One of it being this this big foam finger, Daniel Bryan's big Yes foam finger. It's pretty sweet. Picked it up at the show that we went to a year ago today. I think it was in Hartford. Pretty sweet show. But Daniel Bryan was over like crazy at that show. And I think in the opening matchup, he faced the Shield. He teamed up with Kane and Randy Orton. That was pretty sweet. And of course, I picked up this Y2J Jericho shirt. I did have a Jericho shirt that I got in like 2010, but it stopped fitting me after a while. I think I got like kid size or something, but yeah, I bought this sweet shirt, Y2J in the front. On the back, this always imitated, can't be duplicated. It's a sweet shirt there. But yeah, that was an awesome show. I met Bob Backlund there after the show went off the air. What else happened on that show? Stephanie McMahon and Vince McMahon returned. They made a brief appearance. That was pretty cool. And then it formed the Authority only a couple months later after this. That was kind of the whole starting point of the whole Authority angle in Connecticut. So, at least I could say I went to a show that was actually known for something. And that was also the show, too, that the Usos got repackaged, too. They started getting face paint. And then 9 months later, exactly 9 months later to the day, became WWE Tag Team Champions. So, June 30th, or June 3rd, Raw 2013. Memorable for more ways than one. Hopefully the June 30th Raw in a couple more weeks in how many days? 27 days will be equally memorable. So with all that being said, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys pretty soon. Graham, Jason Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog day 4. And we are only 27 days away from when I attend Raw on June 30th in Hartford, Connecticut. Should be an awesome show, but one of the things I was looking forward to at that show was seeing the Shield. I did see the Shield a few times before, saw them last March at a live event, and then at the last Raw that I went to last June. But it's pretty disappointing that I will not be able to see them at the coming Raw on June 30th unless something happens and Seth Rollins is the double agent or something like that. That idea has been tossed around by a number of fans, but even still, 48 hours after the events of Raw, at the end of Raw, the Shield has officially broken up as Seth Rollins has joined Evolution. 48 hours later, this is the only thing wrestling fans are talking about. The biggest news story in a while, the biggest shock since the Undertaker's streak ended at WrestleMania. So I want to take this video blog, I want to take this opportunity today to ask you, what are your thoughts on the Shield ending this past Monday night? Do you think there's some kind of angle for the Shield to get back together in the near future? Do you think Seth Rollins is officially joining Evolution? Do you like the move? Do you hate the move as a fan, realistically? Do you think it was good to put heat on Evolution? I'm going to get your thoughts on the Shield. I'm kind of on both sides of the fence here in terms of how it can be a huge shocker. It could be a huge opportunity for Seth Rollins. But on the same token, as a fan, I love the Shield. Still think they had a lot of money left in them. But some people might argue that the best time to turn someone is when they're at the height of their popularity. So I want to get your thoughts on it. Make sure to leave a comment down below with your thoughts on the Shield. This is Graham, Jason Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog day 5. As the Road to Raw rages on, only 25 days away. Extremely excited for Raw June 30th. And like I said in yesterday's video blog, one superstar or one faction I was looking forward to seeing at Raw in 25 days was The Shield, who is no longer together as of right now. And also, in addition to that, another superstar I was looking forward to seeing at Raw on June 30th, which it looks like to be no longer possible, was the Animal Batista, who at the start of this week's Raw quit the WWE. And of course, in reality, Batista had to take time off to go promote his movie, Guardians of the Galaxy, which comes out this August, which I will hopefully be going to see when it comes out in a couple months. But that being said, though, I will miss Batista, and personally, I might be in my own boat here. I'm not exactly sure. But Batista, in my opinion, his most recent run in the WWE was a success. I know he only won the Royal Rumble and didn't do much else besides that. But overall speaking, it's not about wins and losses. This guy put over a number of superstars, including The Shield, multiple times. He had great matches with Dolph Ziggler, Sheamus, and many others. So I'm going to get your thoughts on it. What were your thoughts on Batista coming back to the WWE this past year? Did you enjoy him more as a face or as a heel? I know he wasn't a face for very long. But who did you enjoy him, or what did you enjoy more? Him as a fan favorite, as a heel? Did you enjoy his run overall? Do you think it could have gone better? Do you think he made the most of the run, considering that Daniel Bryan kind of overshadowed him the entire time, which isn't a bad thing? Shit happens, and he just kind of ran with it, which is great. And I want to get your thoughts on it. What were your thoughts on Batista's most recent run in WWE? And until then, guys, make sure to leave a comment down below with your thoughts. This is Graham, Jason Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog day 6. And before I head to Monday Night Raw on June 30th in Hartford, Connecticut, I'll be going to an indie event, Northeast Wrestling, this Saturday, tomorrow, in Ansonia, Connecticut, where two very big stars of the wrestling world will be present. I'll be meeting them both, Scott Hall and Matt Hardy. My question for you guys today is what t-shirt I should wear to the event. Should I wear the NWO New World Order for Life shirt, or should I wear my Matt Hardy Stronger Than Death t-shirt? And although I met Matt Hardy before 2 years ago in an NEW event, and he was very cool then, I'll be meeting him again on Saturday, so I also kind of want to wear his shirt. So which t-shirt should I wear? The Scott Hall shirt or the Matt Hardy shirt? Or should I wear one underneath the other and then just take the other one off for when I meet the other guy? So it's up to you guys. Just want to get your thoughts. Leave a comment down below on what t-shirt I should wear. This is Graham G. Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Graham G. Matthews here with day 7 of the Road to Raw video blog, on my way to Northeast Wrestling event later on tonight, leaving in about a half an hour to go there to go meet Matt Hardy for a second time and Scott Hall. I posted a video yesterday of what shirt I should wear to the event, and I ended up going with the popular opinion, the NWO shirt for life. And I can't wait to meet Scott Hall later tonight. Should be a fun time. Wish me luck. Have a great night, folks. I'll talk to you soon. I'll make sure to post photos and videos from the event on the page, on the Facebook page, and the website later on tonight. So have a great night, folks. This is Graham G. Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog day 8, coming off of a very hot Northeast Wrestling show in Ansonia, Connecticut last night. Had the awesome opportunity to meet Scott Hall and Matt Hardy for a second time. Scott Hall was absolutely hilarious. Very funny story about him on the Facebook page. Make sure to check that out. Matt Hardy, I was able to talk to him for at least 5 minutes. That was great. Talked to him on several different occasions over the course of the night. That was really cool to meet up with him again. Talked with several other wrestlers that I haven't talked with in a while, so it was really cool to connect with them. But overall, a really fun night of action. And it just goes to show, I've said this God knows how many times, but I can't stress enough, support indie wrestling. Whenever indie event comes to your area, make sure to support it. Go to the show. You'll never know who you might meet, you get in contact with. It's really cool. So, yeah, had an absolute blast in Northeast Wrestling last night. Absolutely exhausted, still feeling the after effects of that. Even bought a Nexus hat on their 4-year anniversary. I thought it was only fitting for $5. So that was pretty cool. I have that not with me, around me right now, but I did buy that. That was pretty cool. But we are only 22 days away from when I attend Raw on the 30th in Hartford, Connecticut, which will be an absolute blast as well. So an indie event this past Saturday, last night. Raw later in the month doesn't get any better than that. So have a great day, folks. I'll talk to you soon. And thanks for watching. This is Graham G. Matthews, and I'll talk to you guys down the road. Welcome to the Road to Raw video blog, day 9. Only 21 days away until I attend Raw in Hartford, Connecticut on June 30th. Very much looking forward to it. Should be a great time. However, Raw tonight should also be a very interesting episode after the split of the Shield last week and the quitting of Batista. We'll see where that leads to. But that being said, I will be unable to once again to watch Raw live tonight. I'll be starting my first day on the job at the movies, so very much looking forward to that. However, what are your expectations for tonight's Raw? What do you expect to happen with the Shield, with the fallout from Batista, as the road to Money in the Bank continues? We are 3 weeks away from Raw in Hartford, Connecticut, but we are also 3 weeks away from Money in the Bank in Boston, Massachusetts. Always an awesome pay-per-view. I look forward to it. Should be a great show. However, who do you think will qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match tonight on Raw? What do you expect to happen with Daniel Bryan and everyone else? Want to get your thoughts. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow on the next Road to Raw video blog. I'll catch you then. Graham G. Matthews signing out. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog, day 10. Only 20 days away until I attend Raw in Hartford, Connecticut. Very much looking forward to it. Last night's episode of Monday Night Raw, I was unable to watch live. I was at work. I got home late. And I did try to watch it on my computer until like midnight last night, but I was absolutely exhausted and I just crashed watching it. So it was probably a combination of exhaustion and just the show being boring. The only real 2 parts about the show that were interesting was, of course, the fallout from Seth Rollins turning heel last week, and the announcement of the fact that Daniel Bryan has now been stripped of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So that sucks, but I mean, his health comes first, so there's that. So that's the most important thing. So I'm glad they're going to be crowning a new champion later this month at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So that's good. But, yeah, that was pretty much it for Raw. I mean, I don't really want to go in depth, and you can read my review of the show on my website for more thoughts on that. But I do want to take this opportunity to pose the question, who do you guys think will be leaving Money in the Bank as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion? As of last night's Raw, the only 4 people confirmed for the matchup, there's going to be 7 in total. 4 so far confirmed are Randy Orton, Alberto Del Rio, who were the other 2? Sheamus and Cesaro. So of those 4, I mean, one of the other 3 competitors, whoever they might be, they could be the Shield for all we know. We'll have to wait and see. But as of now, of those 4 competitors, who could you see becoming the next WWE World Heavyweight Champion? Personally, I have my money on, I mean, all of them are pretty likely, except for Del Rio. He's been Del Jabo for the longest time. Sheamus, I could see, if only because Sheamus and Bryan has been rumored for a very long time, and I could finally see Sheamus turning heel if that's the case. But he's still United States champion, so probably not. Then again, The Miz did it in 2010, so you never say never. Randy Orton's only in there just kind of filler. I mean, I wouldn't want to see him win the championship again or be involved in the title picture again, anytime soon at least. And then there's Cesaro, who I very well could see winning the championship come Money in the Bank. But I do have a feeling whoever the final three competitors are at the end, whoever's to be rumored or added to that matchup could very well become champion. So who do you guys think will become the WWE World Heavyweight Champion by later this month? Leave your thoughts below in the comment section. And I'll talk to you tomorrow on the Road to Raw video blog. Thanks for watching. Graham, Jason Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog for day 11. Today is currently June 11th, and we are right here on the calendar, Raw on June 30th, right here. So we are about 19 days away until I attend Raw on the 30th in Hartford, Connecticut. Should be a fun time, but usually I post a picture of who's on my calendar for each month. Of course, this is a WWE calendar. Usually I post a picture of who's featured for that month on the calendar, but this month I forgot to do it at the start of the month. I did post a picture of my screensaver, but not the calendar. And here's the thing with the calendar. A lot of people have been following me for a while, for the last year or so, probably know that there's a curse with the calendar. It was a gift at first. For the first maybe 6 months of 2013, whoever was featured on the calendar was pushed. But for the remainder of that year, whoever was featured on the calendar, it's not that they were de-pushed, it's just that they didn't fare so well. That kind of ended with Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara when they were featured. However, in the first few months of this year, of 2014, the whoever's been featured on the calendar hasn't been pushed either. We got Kane the first month. He retired CM Punk, so to speak, in storyline. In February was The Miz. He got married to Maurice in February. And then in March, I think, might have been Sin Cara, and that he didn't do anything, so that was kind of a waste. But still, I thought it'd be cool to show you guys the superstar of the month for June 2014, and it is, drumroll please, we've got Randy Orton. So Randy Orton is June 2014 for my WWE calendar. Could this be a sign that he could be winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship this month, later this month, at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view? I wouldn't say so, given the fact that everyone that's been featured on this calendar so far has not been pushed, but you never know. Just take it with a grain of salt. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow on the Road to Raw video blog. Thanks for watching. Graham, Jason Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog day 12, and I've just been informed that there will be 8 superstars who will not be at the Raw that I'll be going to on June 30th later this month. Just a long list of superstars released as of today, and the list keeps on getting longer and longer, so I have to keep on refreshing the page. First it was 4 people, then it turned to 5, then 6 to 8. And I don't know if there's ever been a longer list than those many people released in one day in WWE. As long as I've been a fan in the last 6 years, I can only name maybe 1 or 2 other times that this has happened before. But even back in like August of 2011 when like Gail Kim was released, Melina, Masters, there were maybe like 5 people in total, not fucking 8. But I'll just read off the list. I'm going to refresh right now just in case. And I'm writing a blog post with my full thoughts on each of these guys getting... What the fuck? I just got Drew McIntyre. Oh my god, no. Jesus Christ. Listen to this. Okay, so we got Yoshitatsu, who could have been seen coming a long time ago. Very talented guy. Sucks that he's gone because WWE completely wasted him. Fucking Evan Bourne. Waited 2 years for him to come back. Now he's gone. He's Splitsky. That sucks. Brodus Clay, was a big fan of him. The Funkasaurus. That really sucks. He just turned heel a couple months ago. Now he's fucking gone. What a waste. Camacho was never really a fan of him. Couldn't care less. Theodore Long. You know it's the Mac Militant. Sucks that he's gone. No more tag team matches player with The Undertaker and Randy Orton. But that sucks. He hasn't been on TV in like a year since he got fired as SmackDown GM in storyline. Now he's been actually fired. But, yeah, that sucks. Kurt Hawkins, was a big fan of him. WWE is fucking stupid to not reunite him and Zack Ryder. So the fact that he's gone pisses me off. I don't know why they're just going to have paired him back up with Ryder and added to their dwindling tag team division. That was stupid of them. Oksana, never give 2 shits about her. I mean, she's hot, but never really had much talent anyway. So Couldn't care less. She's gone. Hate to see anyone out of a job. Just my thoughts, show. Jinder My Balls is now gone as well. 3MB is now down to 2 people. Oh, wait, it's down to 1. Drew McIntyre now gone from WWE. That's 9 people. That is 9 people gone from WWE. This sucks. This really sucks. I'm just going to keep on refreshing the page. This is absolute bullshit. Oh, my God. So just to recap, Yoshitatsu, Evan Bourne, Brodus Clay, Camacho, Theodore Long, Kurt Hawkins, Oksana, Jinder Mahal, and Drew McIntyre. 9 people in total as of this filming of this video. Probably once they stop filming, there's going to be more people confirmed. But that's fucking insane. That is fucking insane. A Black Thursday. Usually people are released on Fridays, not Thursdays. But that is insane. WWE Superstars is going to need some more talent because right now they got nobody because everyone is getting released one by one. Jesus Christ. And the biggest surprise of them all, the biggest fucking surprise of them all, fucking GTG still has a job. Must have taken news of Vince McMahon or something because this guy is fucking invincible. Ironclad contract right here, people. Ironclad contract. Fucking screw Big Show. JTG's got a job for life. He might not be, he's not even jobbing for life because he's not even on fucking TV and he still has a job. Drew McIntyre could have been a world champion 5 years ago. Now this fucking guy, I was hoping for him to break away from 3MB and that was bullshit and now he's gone. Well, that sucks. So I'm just going to stop the video here before I go on a ranting rampage. But yeah, as of right now, you'll probably hear more releases after this video goes up. But as of right now, 9 people gone from WWE. 1 former general manager, 1 diva, and 7 superstars. So that sucks. Wishing them all the best in their luck in their future endeavors. They're going to need it. So, yeah, that's going to do it for today's Road to Raw video blog. Thanks for watching. Graham G. Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog, day 13 for Friday, June 13th, 2014. Today I'm just going to be heading to work, and then I'm going to be going to my little brother's graduation where I'll be able to hear Macho Man Randy Savage theme song. Oh, yeah. So what are you guys going to be up to today for the weekend? What are your plans? What you going to be doing? Watching SmackDown, watching Slammiversary on Sunday? I hope not. I probably will because I got to review it. But what are you guys up to this weekend? Make sure to hit your thoughts in the comments below. Just a brief video today, nothing real notable unlike yesterday's rampage on the released WWE Superstars. But nevertheless, leave a comment down below with your plans for the weekend, all that kind of great stuff. Really excited for Raw in a little over 2 weeks. Super pumped for it. Graham G. Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog, day 14 for June 14th, 2014. Me personally, all weekend long, I will be working. I just recently got a job at the movies, which is pretty awesome. But 2 movies this summer I'm really looking forward to are the Hercules movie involving The Rock, featuring The Rock and starring The Rock, and the Guardians of the Galaxy movie featuring Batista as Drax the Destroyer. So of those 2 movies, which one are you looking most forward to, or maybe neither of them at all? Rock's movies, I've only seen a couple of them, but he's always been great in his roles. Batista is just kind of starting out as a movie star, but even that movie looks pretty cool and looks pretty funny, so I look forward to that. But of those 2, it's really hard for me to pick which one I'm looking forward to the most. But if you had 1 ticket to one of those movies, which one would you choose? Comment below with your answer. This is Graham G. Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog, day 15. Happy Father's Day. Tonight is the TNA Slammiversary pay-per-view. I will be, of course, watching it because I have to review it for my website. If I didn't, I probably would not be watching it, but thought I'd take this opportunity to give my predictions for the show tonight. So starting at the bottom, Angelina Love versus Gail Kim for the TNA Knockouts Championship. Love just won the title a little more than a month ago. No reason to take off the title off of her this soon. So I've got Love after some interference from the beautiful people. TNA X Division Championship matchup. It's going to be a 6-way ladder bout involving Sonata, the current champion, Manic, Tigre Uno, Crazy Steve, Eddie Edwards, and Davey Richards. Guess the tag team titles aren't being defended after all. But it's a really random matchup. They just added this to the card on the website a couple days ago. They had no fucking build-up on the show at all, which is really random. But it could be a good matchup. Manic, we haven't seen in months. Tigre Uno, I've been disappointed with the way they booked him. Sonata really has no personality. And we've gotten some vignettes involving him, but that's been about it. Crazy Steve, I don't know what the hell he's done to earn this shot at the championship, but anyway, we've got Destination X coming up. The winner of that, or the winner here, will probably go on to face the TNA World Heavyweight Champion if they choose option C at Destination X next month. Sonata makes no sense because we really know nothing about his character and fans just don't care about him. And that's just being honest. I mean, I like Sonata. He's a good wrestler, but right now they just have not been booking him right. So I don't want to see him win here. He probably will, but if it was up to me, I'd probably give the title to either, I don't know, Eddie Edwards or Davey Richards, but they're TNA World Tag Team Champions, so who gives a fuck? I'll just give it to Sonata here. Austin Aries versus Kenny King. Now, the new stipulation for the main event is because MVP cannot compete due to injury, the winners of the Austin Aries and Kenny King matches and the Samoa Joe and Bobby Lashley match, the winners of those two matches will go on to contend for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship later on in the night in a triple threat steel cage match for the TNA World Heavyweight title. So, that being said, Kenny King would make no sense, so I've got Austin Aries here. Mr. Anderson versus James Storm. Like the feud, although the build has been complete shit. The last segment they had together on Impact was complete garbage, which is disappointing. But James Storm needs to win more than Anderson does. He lost all of his matches with Gunner, so I've got James Storm here to continue the feud. Willow versus Magnus. Abyss in Willow's corner, Bram in Magnus's corner. Magnus has lost so fucking much in the last number of months, especially to Willow in the last number of weeks. Maybe Magnus wins with dirty tactics. I don't think so. They'll just give the win to Willow. So I've got Willow here. Joe versus Lashley. Winner advances to the TNA World Heavyweight title match later on in the night. Bobby Lashley is the one they're hard on right now. They're really keen on pushing him at the moment, so I'll give Bobby Lashley the victory here. The Von Erichs versus TBA will probably be the bromance. Has received no build-up at all, and this is one of the many issues TNA has with taping all of their shows a month early, because so much has changed in the last month with MVP's injury and this being added, the X Division title match, whatever. Von Erichs, no doubt, are going over. Their opponents will probably be the bromance, so that's my prediction for that. Bully Ray versus Ethan Carter III with Rockstar Spud in a Texas death match. What the fuck is a Texas death match, and why should I care? Anyway, Bully Ray. Ethan Carter III is still undefeated, so maybe I'll just give the win to him? I don't know. Who fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? I'll probably give the win to... I'll give the win to EC3 with some interference from Dixie or whoever the fuck else. I'll give the win to EC3. It's not time for his undefeated streak to come to an end. Main event, Eric Young versus two other people to be determined. If they're the people that I picked, Bobby Lashley and Austin Aries, I'll give the win to Eric Young. It doesn't matter who it is. Eric Young's coming out of this thing victorious as the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, so he can retain the title against MVP eventually when they do face off for the championship at some point down the line. So those are my TNA Slammiversary predictions. Enjoy the show tonight to the best of your ability if you're tuning in live. But if you're not tuning in live and you're instead enjoying Father's Day, enjoy that as well. So, Graham G. Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw Video Blog Day 16 for June 16th, 2014. Today is a very historic day for a number of reasons. We are exactly 2 weeks away, 14 days, until I attend Monday Night Raw in Hartford, Connecticut on June 30th. Should be a great time. Can't wait for it. We are also 1 year removed from the first ever Payback pay-per-view live in Chicago, which was a great show in my opinion. Go back and watch it on the WWE Network if you have the accessibility to the show and the network. Awesome show. Go back and watch that. Monday Night Raw tonight. Very much looking forward to that. Should be a fun show as Money in the Bank nears. And also, most importantly, happy 55th birthday today to the Ultimate Warrior, who have unfortunately passed away earlier this year. But even still, happy birthday to the Warrior, my favorite legend of all time, ultimate inspiration of mine. Happy birthday to the Warrior, and happy Father's Day, too, to his two very beautiful girls and his wife as well. I'll try to do my best Ultimate Warrior impersonation. The power of the Ultimate Warrior, something you gotta feel. Always believe. Graham G. Matthews. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw Video Blog Day 17, my favorite number, baby. June 17th, 2014. Only 13 days away until I attend Monday Night Raw in Hartford, Connecticut. Can't wait for it, but June 17th, the 17th is my favorite day of the month. Today should be awesome. But that being said, though, what are your favorite memories of the 17th? Can you come up with anything that has to do with the number 17? It's the best day of the month, and how can you not love it? I don't understand that, but we're also 1 month away until the best day of the year. No, not WrestleMania. No, not my birthday. No, not Halloween. No, not Christmas. It's July 17th, baby. The 3-year anniversary of the greatest pay-per-view, in my opinion, in the last number of years, Money in the Bank 2011. Go check it out on the network. Can't wait for it to watch it again on July 17th, 2014. But that being said, have a very happy 17th. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Graham, Jason Matthews, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog for day 18, June 18th, 2014. Today I'm just kind of hanging out, writing a few articles for Bleacher Report, Wrestling Rambles, What Culture, my own website, Next Era Wrestling. So kind of working on a whole bunch of different stuff right now. But I did have a chance to check out Batista's documentary this morning of his new DVD. I own his old DVD, but I just checked out the documentary portion of his new DVD. We'll be watching the matches later today and over the course of the next week when I get some more time. But overall, I thought it was a pretty good documentary. It really wasn't that long. It was only about 40 minutes. The first one that he did on his first DVD was about maybe an hour or so. But this one was still good. It covered his return in January, the Royal Rumble win, some things that went wrong, what he did in his time off, stuff like that. Being the big fan of Batista that I am, I enjoyed it more probably than other people will. But even so, though, I thought it was a good documentary. Like I said, really not that long, nothing must-see. But being the Batista fan that I am, I enjoyed it. If you like Batista, go out of your way to watch it. Like I said, I haven't watched the matches yet, so I don't know if those are must-see and worth getting the DVD for. Probably not. If you own the first DVD, there's really no point in getting the second unless you're a big Batista fan like I am. But overall, though, I did enjoy the DVD. If you want to get the chance to check it out, WWE Network will probably add it at some point. Or you can pick it up at your local retail store when they have it on sale. I think it went on sale this past week, but I just found it online somewhere. But that being said, guys, hopefully you guys enjoy your day. Have a good one. Graham, Jason Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog day 19 for June 19th, 2014. Today is the 3-year anniversary of the WWE Capital Punishment pay-per-view, easily one of the worst pay-per-views of 2011 for WWE. However, there is one match from that show I really want to go back and watch, and will be going back to watch today, and I highly suggest you do the same. No, not Orton and Christian. That was a good matchup, but it really wasn't as great as their Over the Limit, SmackDown, and SummerSlam matches. So you can watch that. Definitely don't go back and watch the entire show in its entirety. But I do suggest going back and watching CM Punk versus Rey Mysterio. Those two have had a hell of a lot of matches over the last 4 or 5 years. However, every single one of their matches are awesome, but this one in particular was my personal favorite. Great matchup, a lot of awesome back and forth action. Highly suggest going back and watching it. Great stuff from both guys. CM Punk going over clean, thus setting up the Summer of Punk that would soon follow. So definitely go out of your way to watch that matchup today on June 19th, 2014. And speaking of Rey Mysterio, happy Booyaka Booyaka 619 day. I'm not exactly sure where Rey Mysterio is at the moment. I think he's still injured. But I'm not really a fan of Rey Mysterio, but I am a fan of what he can accomplish in the ring. So that being said, hopefully he is back in the near future. But I digress. Go back and watch, in honor of 619 Day, go back and watch CM Punk versus Rey Mysterio from the 2011 Capital Punishment pay-per-view. This is Graham Jason Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog day 20 for June 20th, 2014. In yesterday's video blog, I suggest you guys go back and watch CM Punk versus Rey Mysterio from the 2011 Capital Punishment pay-per-view on the WWE Network. Today, I'll be doing something similar. I don't think it's on the network. I don't think the network has uploaded a lot of the episodes from 2011 yet, but find it on YouTube nevertheless. It was a triple threat match from Monday Night Raw pitting CM Punk against Rey Mysterio and Alberto Del Rio. Triple threat match to determine the new #1 contender to the WWE Championship. A great matchup. Highly suggest going back and watching that. Also on that show was the now famous altercation, the promo with The Miz, R-Truth, and Christian, the Randy Riley, Jimmy. That whole promo, that was hilarious. So go back and watch that. That whole episode I thought was pretty cool. So go back and watch that match, that whole part of the show from 3 years ago today, June 20th for 2011. 1 day away from summer. I'm very much looking forward to it this summer. This weekend, we've also got the Ring of Honor pay-per-view on Sunday. I'll be talking more about that in Sunday's video blog. But nevertheless, enjoy your day, guys. Graham Jason Matthews, and I'll talk to you guys down the road. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw Video Blog Day 23 for June 23rd, 2014. The first original content I'm doing for this video blog since Friday. I've been extremely busy over these last couple of days with work, graduation parties, MMA, and stuff of that nature, but I am back on for some original content for today's video blog. We'll be off from work until Wednesday, still working on articles and doing some other stuff until then. Won't be sitting my ass doing nothing, but I will be watching the ROH Best in the World pay-per-view that aired live on pay-per-view last night, Sunday night, June 22nd. Heard it got rave reviews, heard it was a great show. We'll be watching it in a little bit. Was unable to watch it last night due to being at work, but I look forward to watching that. What else? Going to Raw, of course, in 7 days on June 30th. Can't wait for that. Super pumped. Got a few other friends going as well. Not with me, but we'll be also at the show, so looking forward to that. But June 23rd, as I said in a Facebook post earlier today, holds a special place in my heart for the day I met one of my inspirational icons, Matt Hardy, on June 23rd, 2012, 2 years ago. I've talked about all about that in the Facebook posting right here on the page. Also, it was 6 years ago today, June 23rd, 2008, that I experienced my first ever WWE draft, the 2008 WWE draft. The first one of its kind for me as a fan. Fell in love with the concept on that night. Loved it until its extinction in 2011. But night full of surprises. We saw Jeff Hardy go to SmackDown. Matt Hardy, who I would meet 4 years later, went to ECW. Triple H to SmackDown as the WWE champion. Came to Raw as the ECW champion. CM Punk to Raw as Mr. Money in the Bank. A lot of cool changes. Also, the death of the $1 Million Mania concept after the stage fell on top of Mr. McMahon in a moment I will never forget. I actually thought it was real for a second, but, in retrospect, it was probably one of the worst things that WWE has done in order to get ratings. But even still, it's pretty comical, so I'll probably go back and watch that today on YouTube. But even still, June 23rd, pretty monumental day for me. Looking forward to Raw tonight, the final Raw before Money in the Bank, and the also final Raw on TV before I attend Raw next week. Should be pretty good. We'll be back tomorrow with another video blog. Thanks for watching. Graham, Jason Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back, folks, to Road to Raw Video Blog Day 24 for June 24th, 2014. And I wanted to take this opportunity to talk about a special topic that I've been asked about frequently over the last number of years, as today marks the 7-year anniversary of the terrible tragedy that was the Chris Benoit family murder. And just a lot of questions coming out of it. I, of course, was not a wrestling fan at the time. I didn't start watching until a little less than a year later, but even still, I've read enough about it to know the specifics and stuff like that. Absolutely terrible. One of the darkest days in wrestling history. But nevertheless, though, I get a lot of questions regarding whether Chris Benoit should be in the Hall of Fame. Should he be mentioned on WWE television? Yes, at one point on my list on my Bleacher Report profile, I did have will not remove until Chris Benoit is mentioned on WWE TV. I put it there more of a joke than anything else. If only because I know that he won't. And I don't blame WWE. I'm not pissed at WWE for having us forget all about him. I was pissed at one point a couple of years ago that WWE never mentioned his accolades and being a former world champion, being in the main event of WrestleMania 20, winning the World Heavyweight Championship from Triple H and Shawn Michaels in that awesome triple threat match, which I watched a couple months ago on the WWE Network. I don't blame WWE at all. It's a smart business move. I mean, yes, he was a great wrestler, but he'll only be remembered for his atrocious, heinous actions that one weekend 7 years ago, and nothing will ever take away from that, unfortunately. And you can't induct someone into the WWE Hall of Fame only for their wrestling accolades. It also takes into account their personal life, stuff that they've done outside of wrestling. Someone like a Scott Hall and Jake the Snake Roberts, both of whom got their life back together with the help of Diamond Dallas Page, and that was very commendable. And that was not, of course, not the only reason why they're in the Hall of Fame. They're great wrestlers. They're legends of the industry. But that definitely played a part, and that's why they weren't inducted several years ago when they did have problems outside of the wrestling industry. So I don't ever see Chris Benoit being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. I get questions like that all the time, and I don't see it happening, to be quite honest with you. And I'm not mad. I mean, maybe it would be different if I did watch during the days that Benoit was around. I never got to see him wrestle, so it's different for me personally. But even still, though, I am not at all mad due to the fact that that he's not being mentioned on WWE TV nowadays. But I am happy, though, that you can go back and watch his matches on the WWE Network. Like I said before, I have done that in the past with WrestleMania 20, his world title victory at that event, WrestleMania 21, and the Money in the Bank ladder match. Yes, it does annoy me from time to time when they blur him out in the commentary and stuff like that, and DVD releases and on their YouTube channel and stuff like that. It is a little bit annoying, but I do understand why they do it, because they can't really bring up the fact that they had a wrestler in their company that ended up being a murderer. They don't want people to attribute the fact that the wrestling concussions, which might or might not, more than likely did have an effect on the tragedy that was the Benoit family murder. So WWE isn't going to bring that up. I don't blame them for that at all. So I wish people would just stop whining about it, to be quite honest with you. And if you're really that big of a Benoit fan, then go on the WWE Network, watch his matches, and you're happy. So that being said, guys, thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another video blog. And Graham Jason Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog for day 25, June 25th, 2014. June 25th, for me personally, holds a very special place in my heart. I know I said the same thing about June 23rd a couple days ago, but June 25th, 2013 was the day that I graduated from high school, so 1 year ago today that happened. One of the best days ever, in my opinion. I absolutely hated high school. Could not wait for it to end. Years, dating back to even sophomore year I went in high school then. I absolutely hated high school. But I know there's a lot of people out there just like me that do not like high school, that are currently high school students. And the one thing that you got to keep in mind, that I kept in mind through my 3 or 4 years of high school, was that once it ends, it's over. A lot of the people that you went to high school with, you probably will never see again, depending on where you go to college. I went to a college that isn't even in state, the same state that I went to high school in. So I don't go to school with anyone that I go to high school with, or went to high school with. So that's great. But, yeah, you just got to keep in mind that it's going to be all over soon. Once high school is over, it is over. A lot of the people that you went to high school with, a lot of those school tools, as I call them, you will never see again. So it's all going to be a thing of the past. I mean, high school, in my opinion, I don't want to say it's a waste, and I don't encourage people to drop out. I graduated. I didn't drop out. And you should not at all drop out. Just do the best you can, get the best grades you can. It's a launching pad for the future. I mean, a lot of the classes, the academics that you take, are pretty bullshit and useless, to be quite honest with you, but it is a maturing stage. I learned a lot about myself and others during my time in high school, but a lot of the academics from that standpoint, a lot of it is pretty bullshit, but it does prepare you for college by a long shot. And if you're not going to college, that's fine too. Do whatever you want to do. If you're going to the military, going straight into the workforce, doesn't really matter. But even still, though, don't think that high school is a waste. But the academic standpoint of it, from that perspective, it really isn't all that useful. A lot of the stuff that you learn in high school, you will probably never need to know in the future. But even still, it is a crucial time in your life. But if you hated it as much as I do, then yeah, you just got to stick through it. That's all. It's going to be all over soon. But welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog for day 26, June 26, 2014. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank you all for helping me surpass 2 huge milestones in the last couple of days. First, with 5,000 Twitter followers this past week. Actually, just yesterday, I believe it was, I passed a milestone earlier this morning. I woke up, saw that, was absolutely ecstatic to see that I finally passed that milestone. I've been on Twitter for the last 5 years, so to finally pass that big mark, that big 5K mark, is absolutely surreal. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank you all for all the support via Facebook, Twitter, everything. It means the world to me, to be quite honest with you. And also, I just recently surpassed 7 million overall article reads on Bleacher Report. I didn't even notice it until up until a couple days ago. I was just on my profile and I saw it. So I don't know what exact day I hit that milestone, but even still, though, I've said it a million times. I'll continue to say it a million times more. Thank you for supporting me in all my work, tweets, Facebook posts, articles, podcasts, radio shows, everything. It means the whole entire world to me, and I can't stress how much I appreciate it. So once again, thank you so much. Today, June 26, 2014, is a remarkable, historic day for both those reasons, and I'll continue to stress it. Thanks so much again. I'll catch you guys down the road. Graham Jason Matthews. Catch you tomorrow on tomorrow's video blog. Welcome back to the Road to Raw video blog for day 27, 2014. This June marks a lot of historical milestones in wrestling history. This past Monday, June 23rd, marked the 18-year anniversary of Stone Cold's historic Austin 316 promo at the 1996 King of the Ring. It also marked the 12-year anniversary, I believe, of when Brock Lesnar won the 2002 King of the Ring tournament before going on to become the youngest WWE champion in history. But today marks a very special anniversary, with it being the 3-year anniversary of CM Punk's pipe bomb promo on Monday Night Raw. We'll never forget it. I'm not going to go in depth with my thoughts on the promo. I did that in a YouTube video on my channel, which is now uploaded on the channel. You can go out and check it out there. But even still, though, to think that it's been 3 years since that promo first happened, it was one of the first Raws that school just ended for me, one of the first live Raws I was able to watch in its entirety. Just to see it unfold was absolutely historic. I thought it was real. I thought the suspension was real. The unverified CM Punk on Twitter, that's when you know shit gets real. But it was just a historic moment, and just to see there watching it unfold live was absolutely surreal. And like I said before, just to think it's been 3 years is just crazy to see how much time flies and to see how much has changed in those 3 years. Daniel Bryan's the top guy, albeit not at the moment due to the fact that he's out with an injury, but you know what I mean. And CM Punk went on to become the longest reigning WWE champion of the modern era, as the modern hyperbole goes. And although he's no longer currently with us in the WWE, and I don't mean that he's dead, but he's not in WWE currently, but I do still strongly believe that he will be back at some point. But yeah, just take the time out of your day to take 5-6 minutes to go search it up on YouTube. I know I looked it up at least a dozen times after it happened, and I've looked it up at least 100 times in the last 3 years. But take some time out of your day today to go check out that promo. CM Punk's pipe bomb promo from June 27th, 2011 marked an all-new era in wrestling, in the WWE, just professional wrestling as a whole. That one day changed the landscape of wrestling, in my opinion, forever. So, like I said before, go out and check it out. You'll not regret it. Historic day in wrestling history. Thanks for joining me and allowing me to talk about it. I'm Graham Jason Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog for day 28, 2014. We are only 48 hours away until I attend Raw in Hartford, Connecticut. But before then, in the next couple of days, in between work and whatnot, I'm going to be squeezing in this article that I'm going to be publishing for Bleacher Report probably on Monday, June 30th. I've had the idea for this article in the works for a very long time. It's finally going to be executed and published this Monday. I've been working on it a hell of a lot over the last number of weeks. Just want to give you a sneak preview of it. It's my longest article to date with the most amount of slides. It's a slideshow. And as you see right here, it goes up to 77. As you can see, Seth Rogen, Al Sharpton, Ricky Hatton. What do all of these people have in common? Yes, they were all former guest hosts of Monday Night Raw, as it was this month, 5 years ago, that the guest host concept first debuted. I'm going to be ranking every single one of them. All 77 guest hosts over the last 5 years will be ranked in this article. Stay tuned on Monday as the article will be published. Thanks for watching, guys. Graham Jason Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back, folks, to the Road to Raw video blog for day 29, June 29th, 2014. The second to last video blog before I attend Monday Night Raw tomorrow night in Hartford, Connecticut. But before Raw, we've got the Money in the Bank pay-per-view tonight. Always an exciting event. Love the 2010, especially 2011, 2012, and 2013 installments. Looking forward to tonight's show. Unfortunately, I'll be unable to watch live. I'll be at work. But I will hopefully be able to watch when I get home. And that's the luxuries of the WWE Network, that you can watch it on demand whenever you want, wherever you want. So I might be able to watch immediately when I get home later tonight at 11. But that being said, though, today's video will be my predictions, my brief predictions for the event tonight. If you want my full predictions with in-depth analysis, they're up on the YouTube channel, on Bleacher Report, and elsewhere, so make sure to check that out. But in the meantime, here are my quick predictions. Big E versus Rusev. Going to be a quick bout. Hopefully they get more time than they did at Payback. They had a very good match at Payback. So even so, though, Rusev goes over here. Summer Rae versus Alayla with Fandango as a special guest referee. Couldn't care less about this matchup, to be quite honest with you. They're obviously higher on Summer right now than they are on Layla. So Summer goes over. Either way, don't give two shits. Rybaxel versus Stardust and Goldust. Again, don't care. I liked Stardust better as Cody Rhodes, but we'll see if this is short-lived or a long-term planned thing. But either way, Goldust and Stardust go over. Where that goes from here, I have no idea, but they're going over here. Divas Championship matchup, Naomi versus Paige, should be a very good matchup if given enough time. Hopefully it is. But either way, I've got Paige successfully retaining here, maybe leading to a triple threat with Cameron at some point. But either way, I expect Cameron to play a factor in this contest, maybe costing Naomi the win, interfering, making it go to a no contest. But either way, whoever wins via DQ, pinfall, whatever, Paige successfully retains the title. Up next, the Money in the Bank contract ladder match. Bad News Barrett, Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, Jack Swagger, Kofi Kingston, and RVD, and Seth Rollins. 7-man Money in the Bank traditional ladder match. Bad News Barrett's involvement in this contest is kind of up in the air at the moment, given his injury that he suffered on the SmackDown tapings on Tuesday. Hopefully he is able to compete. He was kind of one of the favorites to win. Not the favorite, but one of the favorites. But either way, I hope he competes in the contest tonight. But either way, his health is the most important thing. But regardless, I've got Seth Rollins going over here. Going to go with the most predictable. I would be happy with that too. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Even Dean Ambrose would be a great pick. Either one of those guys would be great. Dolph Ziggler would be cool. He's already won it. Doesn't need to win it again. Same thing with Swagger. Hasn't been anything in a long time. Kofi Kingston's a joke. He's not winning. And RVD is just going to be there for the cool spots and whatnot. But this should be a very good ladder match. Expect that to kick off the show and to be an absolute show stealer. The Usos versus the Wyatt family for the WWE Tag Team Championships. The Usos stole the show last year at Money in the Bank in their match with the Shield on the pre-show. Hopefully they can do the same this year with the Wyatt family, and I'm confident that they will. This match could very well go either way. The Wyatt family, I could very much see leaving Money in the Bank as WWE Tag Team Champions, especially if Bray Wyatt leaves with the WWE World title. But, I don't know, my gut feeling is that the Usos go over here, so that's my pick to win. And finally, the Money in the Bank ladder match. Well, it's not technically a Money in the Bank match, but whatever. It's a ladder match, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship for the vacated title. Alberto Del Rio, Bray Wyatt, Cesaro, John Cena, Kane, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, and Sheamus. Will break it down person by person. Sheamus would be a likely candidate if he already wasn't the United States champion. Him and Bryan could have another great series of matches with Sheamus as a heel this time around, but I don't see that happening, unfortunately, given that fact that he's the current U.S. champion. He could always vacate it, but I don't see that happening. Roman Reigns is a huge favorite to win after getting the better of everyone this past week on Raw, SmackDown, main event, whatever. So I could very well see him winning. I just think it might be too soon. And him versus Triple H sells itself. It doesn't need a championship attached to it. Randy Orton, I mean, I'm glad they built him up as a threat on SmackDown this past week, but he, too, I don't see coming out of this thing with the title. I mean, he just held the title a couple months ago, and he was not that great of a champion. He was very vulnerable, and sometimes that's the purpose of a heel champion, but he lost so many goddamn matches. It was a complete waste. Kane is just in there being a Money in the Bank veteran. He should be cool in there, but he's not winning. Cesaro would be awesome if he won. I'd mark the fuck out, but I don't see that happening, to be quite honest with you. I think it's far too soon to be holding a championship title for him. But it would be awesome, though. I just don't see him winning. Same thing with Bray Wyatt. He's a little bit more likelier if given the fact that he was just feuding with the face of the company and John Cena and Daniel Bryan right before this. And he versus Bryan. Him and Bryan could have a great match like we saw at the Rumble over the WWE World Heavyweight title at Battleground, SummerSlam, whatever it may be. Bray Wyatt is a dark horse, I would say, but I don't see him winning. And then Alberto Del Rio is a joke, too. So I'm going to have to go with the obvious in this match, too, and go with John Cena. We saw the poster this past week for Cena versus Lesnar. And they could always swerve us and put the title on somebody else. And I wouldn't be opposed to putting the title on Cena. I mean, it makes me cringe just knowing that he'll be a 15-time world champion after this. But if he holds a championship for a month or two, and that's pretty much it, then I won't be pissed if he drops it to Brock Lesnar or whoever else at SummerSlam in a few months. So those are my full predictions for tonight's Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Thanks for watching. Like I said before, for my full predictions of the show, make sure to check out my YouTube channel for the clip from Wrestle Rant Radio, as well as my Bleacher Report article with my in-depth analysis of every match on the card. Enjoy the show tonight, guys. Graham G. Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome, folks, to the final edition of the Road to Raw video blog for day 30, June 30th, 2014. Big night tonight as I finally head to Monday Night Raw in Hartford, Connecticut. Super pumped. It's about 3:30 as I film this, so we're going to be leaving in a couple of hours. I'm currently wearing my Ultimate Warrior t-shirt. My brother's going to be wearing a Chris Jericho t-shirt, Zack Ryder wig, and Daniel Bryan, yes, foam fingers. So it's going to be a really random uniform for him. But nevertheless, though, extremely excited for it. Should be a great show, especially given the fact that it's a post-pay-per-view show. The post-pay-per-views Raws are almost always good, so I have faith tonight that will be a fun show. Regardless of whether it's good or bad, I'm going to have a blast regardless. But, yeah, speaking of Money in the Bank, last night, as I said, my video blog yesterday was unable to watch live due to being at work, but I watched a little later on, not last night actually, I actually watched this morning, but it was probably for the better because I heard a lot of people talking about how there were a lot of streaming issues with the show last night, so I'm actually pretty glad that I was not able to watch live. And fun fact for you, it was the second pay-per-view in the last 4 years, second WWE pay-per-view in the last 4 years I was not able to watch live. The first one being WWE Battleground in October of 2013, and that show speaks for itself as to why I did not watch it, because it was fucking terrible. But last night I was unable to watch it because I wasn't home. But I did watch it this morning. I thought it was a good show. Not as great as some past Money in the Bank pay-per-views, but I thought it was a good show. Money in the Bank is one of my favorite pay-per-views of the year. This one kind of lived up to my expectations. I won't go match by match. You can check out my full review on nextairwrestling.weebly.com. By the time I post this, it probably won't be up yet, but it will be in a couple hours before I go to Raw. But the two Money in the Bank ladder matches and the opening tag team title match I thought were stellar. By far the highlights of the night. I thought the undercard was terrible. Kind of killed a lot of time. Not every match on the undercard was bad, was horrendous. Someone misinterpreted me on that, but a lot of the matches were like Biggie, Rusev was fine. That was a decent matchup. It was the same thing we saw at Payback, just a little longer, but not much better. Paige and Naomi had a very good Divas match by Divas standards. Still Divas champion Paige, but maybe Cameron will turn on Naomi tonight on Raw. We'll have to wait and see. But that was a good match. But everything else, though, like the Rose and Damian Sandow match, it was fine for what it was. I love Adam Rose, but that was kind of a waste of time, too much filler. Ryback and Stardust and Goldust did not care for that matchup. Layla and Summer Rae did not care for that matchup. And it's not their fault. It's just a fact on how they're booked and the fact that most of these matches took up most of the show. And the planning of the match order and stuff like that was not good at all. But that being said, though, I did enjoy the show overall. The tag title match, like I said before, was very good in the opening slot. The WWE World Heavyweight Championship matchup with John Cena becoming the new champion, predictably enough, was an also very good matchup. Not one of the better Money in the Bank ladder matches that I've seen. Technically, it wasn't Money in the Bank. It was just a ladder match. But even so, though, I really enjoyed it. The Money in the Bank contract ladder match I thought was the best match of the night, with Seth Rollins stealing the briefcase. Very unfortunate that Bad News Barrett was not able to participate in the contest due to his elbow injury from last week. But he and Ambrose had a great showing. Kofi Kingston, too, even at one point in the matchup, when Kofi took or Seth Rollins took a huge-ass, nasty back bump right in the back of the ladder and, spilling to the outside, Kofi Kingston ascended the ladder. I thought he was going to win the briefcase for a second, as did everyone else in Boston. And Boston was also the same place that Kofi won his, I think, third United States Championship last April. And it's where he went to college, too. So Boston is where he calls home. So I would have been shocked if Kingston would have won, and that was a great moment. And everyone in that match pretty much delivered. I thought it was a very good contest. But, yeah, overall, I thought it was a good show. Not great, but a good show. Hopefully, Battleground and or SummerSlam are better. Still very much looking forward to what WWE has in store for the summer season. And who knows, maybe I'm in store for a big summer angle to occur on tonight's Raw. I mean, on the post-Payback pay-per-view, we saw not much. It wasn't the best show, but at the end of the show, which overshadowed everything else on that episode of Raw, was the Shield splitting. So you never know what might happen when you go to a Monday Night Raw, especially after a pay-per-view, so I look forward to it. And also a cheap plug here, make sure to check out my latest article on Bleacher Report ranking every Monday Night Raw guest host in history, as it was 5 years ago from this past Sunday, June 29th, 2014, but debuted in 2009, that the guest host concept first debuted with its first ever host, Batista. So make sure to check out the list. It took a lot of time to write. It took many, many weeks to organize, make the list, to write out every slide, do a lot of research. So make sure to check that article out on Bleacher Report right now. Really appreciate it. Any feedback is lovely. So that being said, though, it was also 6 years ago today, and I wrote a Facebook post on this earlier today about how CM Punk cashed in his Money in the Bank contract on Edge on June 30th, 2008 on Monday Night Raw to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Could we see the same thing exactly 6 years later with Seth Rollins and John Cena? I personally don't think so, but given the fact that I'll be there tonight, it would be pretty awesome. But I don't expect it to happen because it's pretty much set in stone at this point in time that it will be John Cena versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. So I look forward to that. So thanks for watching, guys. And overall, though, I might as well say this as well. Thanks for watching the Road to Raw video blog since its debut on June 1st. It's been a great journey over the last 30 days. It's taken a lot to pump out these videos every single day for the last 30 days, but it's been fun, though. I've really enjoyed it, and thanks for everyone who's liked the post, commented, left their thoughts on a number of things, feedback, all that kind of stuff. It really does mean a lot to me. Hopefully we can do one of these kind of things soon, maybe for SummerSlam or probably even WrestleMania, even though it's a long way away. But You know what I mean, though. But it was a fun time to do these video blogs. Once again, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support. Make sure to watch Monday Night Raw tonight. For me, I still don't know where I'm sitting, but if you do catch me, I'll be wearing this hat, not the glasses, but I will be wearing my Ultimate Warrior t-shirt. So make sure to find me in the crowd tonight when you watch Monday Night Raw live tonight on the USA Network. So once again, thanks, folks, for watching. This is Graham G. Matthews, and I'll catch you guys down the road.